Some places are scary because of stories. Some are scary because of history. And some are scary because the danger is still real. In this video, we are counting down 10 of the scariest places on Earth connected to real locations you can visit, see from guided routes, or legally approach under specific conditions. From forests where silence feels unnatural, to roads above deadly cliffs, to frozen villages where survival itself becomes the story, these places prove that reality can be more disturbing than fiction. Number 10 already feels wrong, but number 1 is almost impossible to believe. This forest looks peaceful until the silence starts to feel unnatural. At the base of Mount Fuji lies Aokigahara, also known as the Sea of Trees. From above, it looks like a thick green ocean, but inside, the forest feels completely different. The volcanic ground absorbs sound, the trees grow close together, and even a short walk can make the outside world disappear. For decades, Aokigahara has carried a dark reputation because of tragic real-life stories connected to the area. Today, signs along the paths remind visitors that life is precious and that help exists. It is beautiful, quiet, and deeply unsettling. The kind of place where nature itself feels like it is watching you. And if a forest can feel this disturbing, imagine walking under a city built from bones. Under the city of love, there is a city of bones. Beneath Paris, far below the cafes, museums, and crowded streets, lies one of the most disturbing attractions in Europe. The Paris Catacombs hold the remains of millions of people, moved underground centuries ago when the city's cemeteries became dangerously overcrowded. Visitors descend stone stairs into cold, humid tunnels where skulls and bones form entire walls. The official route is controlled and safe, but the wider underground network stretches far beyond what tourists are allowed to see. In those forbidden passages, every corridor can look the same, and the darkness feels endless. Paris above is bright and romantic. Paris below feels like a warning from history. But number 8 is not underground. It is hanging off the side of a mountain. One wrong move here can turn a road trip into a fall from the clouds. North Yungas Road is better known by one name, Death Road. It cuts through the mountains of Bolivia with cliffs on one side and jungle on the other. In some sections, the road is narrow, wet, and surrounded by fog, so thick that the edge appears only at the last second. Waterfalls run across the surface, rocks fall from above, and the drop can be hundreds of meters deep. In the past, this road was infamous for deadly accidents. Today, many travelers visit it as an extreme biking route, guided by tour companies that provide safety gear. It is not haunted. It does not need to be. The danger is visible with every turn. The next place is quieter, but its history is even darker. Just minutes from Venice sits an island many people are not allowed to enter. Poveglia Island looks beautiful from the water. Old brick buildings, a lonely bell tower, and trees growing over abandoned walls. But its past is what makes it terrifying. The island was used as a quarantine station during outbreaks of disease, and later became associated with disturbing asylum legends. Today, the buildings are decaying, unstable, and closed to normal tourism. That makes Poveglia feel even more mysterious. You can see it from boats in the Venetian lagoon, but stepping onto the island without permission is not allowed. For a video, this place works perfectly as the forbidden chapter, a haunted-looking island that exists in plain sight, but stays out of reach. But number 6 is not just abandoned. It is a place where a real disaster froze an entire city in time. A city built for the future became a ghost town overnight. In 1986, the Chernobyl nuclear disaster changed history. Nearby Pripyat was once a modern Soviet city filled with families, schools, apartments, and amusement parks. Then, the evacuation began. People were told they would return soon, but most never did. Today, the famous Ferris wheel still stands. Classrooms remain frozen in time, and trees grow through empty streets. Before the war, parts of the exclusion zone were visited through official guided tours with radiation control and strict routes. But this is not a normal travel destination. It is a disaster site, a memory site, and a warning about human error. The fear here does not come from ghosts. It comes from knowing that everything you see was once normal life. Next, we leave abandoned buildings behind and enter a landscape that looks like another planet. This place looks less like Earth and more like the entrance to another world. The Danakil Depression is one of the hottest and most alien-looking places on the planet. Acid pools glow in impossible colors. Sulfur fields smoke under the sun. Salt flats stretch across the desert, and the heat can feel unbearable. This is not a haunted place. It is terrifying because it shows how extreme Earth can become. Tourists do visit, but usually only with experienced guides, because the conditions can be brutal. The ground is unstable in places. The air can be harsh, and the landscape feels alive. In Danakil, fear comes from nature at its most violent and beautiful. If Danakil feels like another planet, number 4 feels like a path built for nightmares. Some tourist attractions give you a view. This one gives you a panic attack. Mount Huashan is famous for one of the most terrifying walks in the world. Wooden planks are attached to the side of a vertical cliff, with thousands of meters of air below. Visitors clip into safety chains and move slowly along the rock face while clouds drift beneath their feet. The path is narrow, exposed, and mentally intense. Even though safety equipment is used, the experience feels almost impossible to believe until you see it. This is fear in its simplest form: height, balance, and the knowledge that the mountain does not forgive carelessness. But number 3 is not high in the mountains. It is a burning hole in the desert. In the middle of the desert, the ground has been burning for decades. The Darvaza gas crater is known around the world as the door to hell. It is a huge burning crater in the Catacombs desert, glowing orange against the darkness. The story most often told is that a drilling accident opened a gas-filled cavity, and the fire was started to burn the gas away. But the flames kept going. At night, the crater looks unreal. Heat waves rise into the sky, the sand glows red, and the edge feels like the mouth of something ancient. People have visited it on desert tours, but the heat and the open crater make it a place that demands distance and respect. Number 2 is smaller, greener, and possibly even more dangerous. This island is so dangerous that ordinary tourists are not allowed to land there. Off the coast of Brazil lies Ilha da Queimada Grande, better known as Snake Island. It is home to the golden lancehead, one of the most infamous venomous snakes in the world. Because the island is isolated, the snakes evolved there with almost no human presence. The result is a place that sounds like a horror movie. Dense jungle, rocky coastline, and a reputation so dangerous that public access is restricted. For a video titled "Places You Can Actually Visit," this one should be framed carefully. You can see the island from a distance, but normal tourist landings are not allowed. That restriction is exactly what makes it so terrifying. Some places are scary because people go there. Snake Island is scary because people are kept away. And finally, the scariest place on this list is not haunted, burning, or filled with snakes. It is simply too cold to feel real. In this village, the air itself can hurt you. Oymyakon is often called one of the coldest inhabited places on Earth. In winter, temperatures can fall so low that eyelashes freeze, cars must be kept running, and exposed skin can become dangerous within minutes. Yet, people live there. Children go to school, families shop for food, and daily life continues in a place where most visitors would struggle to breathe comfortably outside. What makes Oymyakon terrifying is not a legend or a disaster. It is the idea that a normal village can exist in conditions that feel impossible. At number 1, fear becomes simple. Endless white snow, frozen silence, and cold so extreme that survival itself becomes the story. So which of these places would you actually dare to visit? Would you choose the forest, the catacombs, the burning crater, or the coldest village on Earth? Write your answer in the comments and subscribe to PulseList for more countdowns about the world's strangest, scariest, and most unbelievable places.